Good morning and welcome, USA Wager Sports Brief. I am your host, Rodney Newple. Happy 1st of November. It's off my phone there. Phone's ringing. It is Monday, November 4th, let's start all over. It is Monday, November 1st, 2021. And we had a busy weekend of sports with the NFL Sunday, of course, NFL tonight. And then, of course, the World Series. The Astros staved off elimination last night, scoring 9 runs in the game, 12 hits. They came from behind to beat the Braves. Braves scored 4 in the first. Braves could not get the job done pitching-wise. Carlos Correa had a big day. Jose Urquidy picked up a win for the Astros. A.J. Minter the loss. That means we're now moving back to Houston. Game 6 will be in Houston on Tuesday, 7:09. Houston, minus 121. It's Max Fried. It's Luis Garcia. Should be a good one. Game 6 from Minute Maid Park. Excited to have more Major League Baseball. All right, let's move over to the NFL. Big story this morning. Derrick Henry looks like he could miss possibly the remainder of the season. Big loss. That is a big loss. Your fantasy teams, that's a big loss. The Tennessee Titans, that's a huge loss. Jeremy McNichols is next there in Tennessee. Yeah, Jeremy McNichols. Anyway, so let's start with tonight. We'll work backwards. Giants, Chiefs from Arrowhead. 2-5 Giants, 3-4 Chiefs. Chiefs are minus 10, total of 52. Patrick Mahomes needs to get going. Needs to find Tyreek Hill. Needs to get going. Daniel Jones on the other side. 2-5, 1-2 away from home. This should be a blowout. Kansas City's not playing real well. They're not guarding anybody. They're not defending. 45 degrees tonight. It's going to be cold. Giants at Chiefs on ESPN. It's a Monday night football game. All right, yesterday's scores. We talked about the Packers beating the Cardinals on Thursday night, but let's get to yesterday's scores. Panthers, 19, Falcons, 13. Good win for the Panthers. They're now 4-4. Bills, 5-2. They beat the Dolphins 26-11. Struggled a little bit, 3-3 at half. Scored 23 second half points. Josh Allen, 250-2 in the game. 49ers picked up a win. They needed it. They're 3-4 now, 33-22 over the Bears. Elijah Mitchell, 137 rushing yards in the game. Justin Fields, pretty good for the Bears. Not good enough. Deebo Samuel, 171 receiving yards as well. Steelers picked up a win. They're 4-3. They beat the Browns 15-10 in an ugly one. But it was a win. We're 4-3 now. Browns 4-4. Eagles 3-5. They picked up a 44-6 win over the Lions. Does it count? Does it count if you beat the Lions? Well, it did. And the Lions are now 0-8. TJ Hawkinson, big day for the Lions, but that's it. They stink. Titans 6-2 now. They beat the Colts 34-31. That does wonders for the division, as they now have a big lead in the division. 34-31 over the Colts. Colts scored the first 14. It was 17-14 at halftime. It did go to overtime. Kind of ugly, but the Titans got it done. Jets upset the Bengals 34-31. Jets now 2-5. Bengals 5-3. Mike White, 405 yards and 3 touchdowns in the game. Big day for him. Congratulations, Mike White, on the win. Rams 7-1 now. They beat the Texans 38-22. That was 38-0. Texans come back and cover the 16.5-point spread. Congratulations, Texans, but you're 1-7 now on the season. Patriots upset the Chargers 27-24. Big win for the Patriots. They're 4-4 now. Chargers now 4-3. Kind of a surprise there, at least to me. Seahawks blasted the Jaguars. Seahawks 3-5. They staying alive at least. Tyler Lockett, big day for Seattle. Trevor Lawrence, not great. Threw it 54 times for Jacksonville. Broncos beat Washington 17-10. The footballers are in bad shape. They're 2-6 now on the season. Broncos keeping their hopes alive, now 4-4 on the season. Saints 36-27 over the Buccaneers. Big win for the Buccaneers, or for the Saints. Now just a half game behind Tampa Bay. Picked off Tom Brady late in the game. Brady had a chance to come from behind. It was picked off, ran back for an interception. Big win for the Saints. They're now 5-2. Buccaneers 6-2. Cowboys beat the Vikings in Minnesota last night. Big win for the Cowboys. They're now 6-1. Vikings falling back. They're now 3-4. Now, fortunately, Packers are the only team in their division ahead of them, but the rest of the NFC is kind of up for grabs. Well, while we're here, let's go ahead and talk about that. Now, 7 teams from both the AFC and the NFC make the playoffs we are 8 weeks in, so we're almost to the halfway point here. Let's see what the standings would look like. Obviously, in the AFC East, the Buffalo Bills are running away with it 5-2. Now, New England's just 4-4, but Buffalo's probably not going to be caught there. New England looks like they could be a wild card team. AFC North is wild. 5-2 for the Ravens, 5-3 for the Bengals, 4-3 for the Steelers, 4-4 for the Browns. All four of those teams still have a chance, but they're going to need to start winning and winning a little bit more consistently. Titans are running away with the AFC South. They're 6-2. Colts are 3-5. Vegas leads the AFC West at 5-2, but that's another competitive one. Chiefs win tonight. You'll see the Chargers at 4-3 and the Broncos and Chiefs at 4-4. So certainly interesting races there. So if the playoffs started, Titans 1 seed, Bills and Ravens 2-3, Vegas 4. Your wild card teams are the Bengals, the Chargers, and the Steelers, who are both 4-3. Chargers, Steelers 4-3, tied for those 6th and 7th spot. Then you'd have the Patriots, the Browns, the Broncos, and likely the Chiefs tonight, if they can win, tied at 4-4, just half game back. And that basically the Jets, the Dolphins, the Jaguars, and the Texans pretty much eliminated. All right, in the NFC, Cowboys 6-1. They lead the Eagles pretty easily, 3.5 games. They're going to win the NFC East. Packers are going to win the NFC North. They're 7-1. Minnesota's 3-4. Not even close. Tampa Bay and New Orleans now tightened up, 6-2 for Tampa Bay. New Orleans 5-2. And Arizona and LA both 7-1 in the NFC West. That puts the winner of the NFC West as the number 1 seed. Green Bay right with them at 7-1. I guess so, maybe not the number 1 seed. Green Bay would be ahead of Arizona with the head-to-head win. Rams are also there. 3 teams at 7-1. Those 3 teams are in. The Cowboys are in at 6-1. Buccaneers are in at 6-2. There's 5. And then you have New Orleans at 5-2, and you have Carolina at 4-4 right now would be your teams. San Francisco at 3-4, Atlanta at 3-4, Minnesota at 3-4, and then the Eagles and Bears and Seahawks at 3-5. Really just eliminating the Giants. Now they could change things tonight. Washington and Detroit. Detroit's eliminated. They're bad. All right, let's move to the NBA. NBA scores from yesterday. It was a small Sunday slate, but we have a big Monday slate on tap. Bunch of games in the NBA on Monday. As we move along into the second month, kind of the month and a half, half a month so far. But we will look into the Sunday or to the second half here. So NBA scores yesterday. The Mavericks beat the Kings 105-99. Luka Doncic with 23 points. The Jazz beat the Bucks in Milwaukee. Donovan Mitchell with 28 points. They won that one. A lot of people liked the Bucks yesterday. Didn't happen. They're 3-4. They've struggled so far. Hornets 5-2. They beat the Trailblazers 125-113. LaMelo Ball with 27 points. Nets beat the Pistons by 26. James Harden with the triple-double in that one. And late last night, the Lakers beat the Rockets 95-85. Russell Westbrook 28 and 9. 20 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Instead of 28, he had 28 and 9. All right, let's move to today's slate, a big NBA slate. Portland is at Philadelphia. The 76ers are -5. Cavaliers at the Hornets. Hornets -5. 221 is your total. Spurs at Pacers. Pacers are favorite, -2.5 at home. They're not very good, though. 1-6 on the season. 217 is your total. Wizards at Hawks. Hawks -5.5 at home. Hawks haven't been great yet. Wizards 5-1 on the season. Bulls at Celtics. Celtics are -1.5. Jason Tatum, obviously, 26 points so far on the season. Raptors at the Knicks. Knicks are -7 in that one. Nuggets at the Grizzlies. Nuggets are 2-point underdogs on the road. It's Nikola Jokic against Ja Morant in that one. 7 o'clock tonight, the Magic and the Timberwolves. Timberwolves -9. They're 3-2 on the season. And late one tonight, Thunder at the Clippers. Thunder 1-5, Clippers 1-4. Somebody's got to win in that one. Let's quickly move over to the NHL. We're moving along. We're going to be more than 10 minutes today as a busy Sunday slate yesterday. But the NHL yesterday saw 5 games. Hurricanes 2-1 over the Coyotes. Carolina 8-0. Haven't even went to overtime yet. Ducks beat the Canadiens 4-2. Big win for the Ducks at home. They're now 3-4-3. Kings beat the Sabres 3-2. Kings now 3-5-1. Sabres 5-2-1. The Blue Jackets beat the Devils 4-3 in a shootout, and the Rangers went to Seattle and beat the Kraken. Those are the NHL scores from yesterday. Today in the NHL, just the three-pack of games. Capitals at the Lightning. Capitals 5-0-3, Lightning 4-3-1. It is the Lightning minus 145 in that game. It's the Senators at the Blackhawks, two bad teams. Senators 3-4-1. Blackhawks 0-7-2. Blackhawks favorite now on minus 125. Might be the chance they finally win a game tonight. And the Kraken play again. They're at the Oilers. Kraken 3-5-1. Oilers 6-1-0. Edmonton minus 230. Yesterday's MLS action, there were some games. Minnesota 2, Sporting Kansas City 1, Colorado 1, Houston nothing. Orlando and Nashville 1-1. Philadelphia beat FC Cincinnati 2-0. One game tonight, LA Galaxy is at Seattle. So that is your MLS slate from yesterday. All right, that's about it. College football obviously gets going later this week. NFL tonight, Monday Night Football. Hope you enjoy the game. I'll be back tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Central Time. This has been the USA Wager Sports Brief. I'm your host, Rodney Newple. So long for just a while.